Alright, this is to go to the next slide, am I correct?
The right button, yeah. You can touch it if you want.
Huh?
I'll say you can touch it if you want.
Oh, alright. Imagine working full-time for 4 years without seeing a dime of it. In a way, that's how college athletes feel every day. I believe that college athletes should be paid. College athletes go through many rough, rigorous practices, encounter obstacles every day, such as injuries. Can't see there. Here's awkward. Here's phones popping up there. That's his ankle, bending, and intense cold of their bodies. That doesn't look too comfortable. And neither is that. On top of that, they must go to class. College athletes should get paid because they do not have time for jobs. They bring their schools and athletic programs lots of money. And college athletes are some of the most hardworking people on campus. First, I'm going to tell you about college athletes and jobs. According to Robert and Amy McCormick, 2 law professionals at Michigan State University, in Kenneth Cooper's journal, Should College Athletes Be Paid to Play? They say, you and college athletes are employees under federal labor law and entitled to form unions and negotiate wages, hours, and conditions. From my personal experience, the amount of time college athletes put into their sport is a tremendous amount. There is simply just no time for jobs. One might even say that playing the sport in college is equivalent to a job. These young men are laboring under very strict, arduous conditions. So they are laborers in terms of physical demands on them while they are also trying to go to school. Says Robert McCormick from Should College Athletes Be Paid to Play? McCormick was an attorney for the National Labor Relations Board under President Jimmy Carter. If athletes are worked like employees, why not get paid then? An employee is a person who works for another person or company for wages or salary. Essentially, the athletes are the people working for a person and or company, and the person and or company is the coaching staff and also the National Collegiate Athletic Association, also known as the NCAA. According to Todd Davis of Putting a Price on Their Back, college athletes work about 40 hours per week, which is equivalent to a full-time job. There is simply just not enough time for college athletes to get a job without a job, like most college students, the college athletes are broke. One needs to be able to provide for themselves, and one cannot do that completely without a source of income. Secondly, another reason college athletes should get paid is because they bring in a lot of revenue for their schools, athletic programs, and even the NCAA itself. Audit of why college athletes should get paid also says that college programs themselves are harvesting a lot of money. Universities bring in hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars to the athletic programs each year. Athletes earn their schools hundreds of thousands of dollars, increase enrollment, and if they do well, provide a recruiting piece of generation. According to Troy Brian Nelson, a website article for all the money college sports bring in, should college athletes be paid? Last season, the Pac-12 kicked off its 12-year, 2.7 million television deal with ESPN and Fox. Conference Commissioner Mary Scott made more than $3 million last year. Head football coach Mark Helfrich more than $1.8 million. Former coach Mike Bellotti still gets $42,000 per year for his coaching stint and hasn't called a play since 2009. The money is there, we just need to use it in better places. According to Tyson Harnett, writer of Why College Athletes Should Be Paid, article in HuffSports and HuffPost Sports, there are people making money off these players, and lots of it. NCAA executives make about $1 million per year, and coaches make about $100,000. The NCAA and CBS signed a $10.8 billion television agreement for over 14 years. Even though the NCAA is supposed to be a non-profit company, it's not got money in there to pay the athletes. It's just not want to be given up. Okay. My last and final point on why college athletes should be paid is simply because college athletes are some of the most hardworking, dedicated people on college campuses. Sure, one might say athletes get the special treatment, but that doesn't excuse the fact that they have to work just as hard, if not harder than that. According to Christy Thompson, reported from article Life of an Athlete, Belonging to Sports and Academics, an average day for a student athlete spent with the 1 hour lifting weights and or individual practice, and about 2 hours of mandatory practice, without including any games and travel time. These practices can easily add up to 15 to 20 hours a week. Along with practices each day, an average student takes 4 to 5 classes during the semester, which adds up to about 10 to 15 hours a week. There are just as many hours spent practicing as there are in the classroom. Both require mental preparedness, hard work, and focus. As you can see, college athletes do not have the glitz and glamour like portrayed on TV. It's a lot of hard work and dedication that is put into it. In conclusion, I believe that college athletes should be paid because they do not have the time for a job. They bring their school and athletic programs money and are hardworking individuals. When did you want to get paid for your hard work?